What's going on, everyone? This is Keo, and I'm here with Sejun, and today we are going to be talking about Wolfenstein: The Old Blood on the Binch Bros podcast. So Wolfenstein: The Old Order. Before we even go into it, what do we think? What do we think in general?
Well, I don't know what you think. I want to know what you think.
I think it was good. I think I would prefer playing the first one, I guess. Interestingly, because I would think the DLC would be better, right?
Well, it's not DLC.
Wait, it's not. It's a separate one, huh?
Yeah, it's like a cheaper expansion, right? It's like Infamous First Light or anything like that.
You know, I realized that because I was like, wait, where's? Because I could have swore I bought like the Wolfenstein pack or something or whatever, and I thought I had the Old Blood with it, and then I checked and I didn't see a DLC, and I was like, oh, what?
Yeah,
the heck?
there's no DLC for Wolfenstein: The New Order.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Because there's no monetization thing. I guess there's no multiplayer. There's no
Yeah.
any of that stuff. But
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to have multiplayer for DLCs, right? So like, doesn't like Horizon, I guess it'd be one.
Yeah, but I guess it's not really like, I don't know. It's not like an open world game. There's not really like, what could you add? You could add like DLC missions, but they just made an expansion instead.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I could see, yeah, because like, you would have to play it again. Like if you were to get like a new weapon or something, I guess, or something.
Yeah, and I never really liked that in like single player story games when they add a new weapon, really.
Yeah.
Because it can kind of ruin the balance. Like when's that weapon? When do you get the weapon? Is one thing. Vanquish had a DLC weapon. I never got that.
Yeah. Did they?
I don't even know how you're supposed to get it.
Yeah.
It's like some tri-laser or something.
Huh, interesting.
I'm trying to think. What other... Costumes is a thing, but like it's a first-person game, so you wouldn't really see your costume.
Yeah.
Maybe in cutscenes.
I'm finding myself wanting to do more cosmetic stuff lately. It's weird too, because I usually don't care about that stuff, but now I am, because I'm playing. No, we should we should talk about Old Blood actually, because I'm about to tangent into
hey man, if you
Guild
got
Wars
something
2.
to say, you should say it.
I mean, just real quickly, like I'm playing Guild Wars 2 again, I guess. I'm creating new characters to get the feel of the game again, and you could change your character's dye or it's the colors. Yeah, and you could change like the different parts of the outfit, so you could have like a blue gloves or like a blue, red, yellow shirt or whatever. And I just found myself messing with that for a while, and I was like, oh shit, this is this looks good. But some of the stuff, some of the dyes are locked, and you have to like try to get them.
Can you make yourself all black for free?
I think so. Yeah, there's like some starter dye kits or whatever.
But you use one and it's like spent, right? It's like Diablo.
Oh well, Guild Wars 2, no.
Oh, you're talking Guild Wars? I thought you were talking Destiny for some reason.
Destiny, the shaders in there. Destiny 2, the shaders in there are. It's once you use it, you're done.
In Guild Wars, you just keep it.
Yeah,
that's nice.
That's fun. But yeah, no, that's what.
Do you have to pay for it?
No. I mean, you could, but I think what happens is you find this thing called unidentified dye, and I think that works the same way as like almost like a loot box, where like Overwatch's loot box, where like it'll be like one of the dyes that you could see that are locked, and you just open it and it'll be one of those dyes, I believe, and it goes through all your characters too, so that's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
But yeah, no, I found myself like messing with that. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, I like cosmetic stuff now. That's interesting.
Just now.
Yeah, well, yeah, it used to be straight up just like I don't really care. I just want to play the game. I want to play for the gameplay or the mechanics and whatnot. Use that.
Yeah, but that's part of it. If you don't
yeah, that is part of it. Yeah.
If you don't like, or I mean, if you invest yourself more into the character you're playing as, you're going to care more about that character doing well, right?
Yeah. And I think we'll talk more about Destiny 2, like, or Destiny 2, sorry, Guild Wars 2, or Destiny 2 as well later on. But right now, I think we should talk about the old blood, right?
Yeah. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
All right. So what makes this game different from the New Order?
Story-wise or like mechanically?
Well, story-wise is very different, but
yeah,
mechanically.
Definitely. Mechanically,
or not just mechanically, just like even how the story is told or anything.
Yeah,
let's just go into it.
Yeah, so you start off. Well, let's just for us, let's try to make sure we, I guess, not go too deep into every detail. I guess, right? Because I remember I think either the last podcast or the other podcast, we went real deep into like the very beginning.
So I have one big difference between the two games.
Go for it.
The way the story is told in Wolfenstein: The Old Blood is completely first person.
Yes, I noticed
that. The like third person cinematics of the New Order.
Yeah,
and it felt weird.
Yeah,
did it feel a little weird
with me? Like first, yes, it did because I was used to it on the first one.
Well, I think the biggest thing that was weird about it a lot of times was like the cutscenes would be stuff that Wolfenstein: The New Order had these cutscenes, but they weren't like these FMVs that they would cut to. You know, they were in engine.
Yeah,
You know, when you would kill a dude or like. You know, you know when you get blown up, or, you know, sometimes it's in first person, you know, but like whenever it cut to an FMV, it was like outside of BJ's head, you know. Yeah. And that's what's interesting about the Old Blood is like you'll get to the end of a level and it'll be like, you know, turn this crank to open the door so you can like ride the boat out, okay? Yeah. And then so you hit the crank and then it cuts to a cutscene, but it's like still first person. It's like in New Order that would have been done just in engine. Yeah, I found that kind of like jarring. It does that a lot.
You kind of didn't need that, right?
I think you see BJ twice in the whole game. Yeah, you see him in a mirror once, and you see him at the end of the game.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, in fact, like I forgot that he was like supposed to not have a shirt on until someone like pointed it out to me.
Yeah, no, I remember. Yeah, when he looked in the mirror, I was like, "Why doesn't he have a shirt on?"
Yeah, and then it's just because it doesn't do the third person cinematics. I mean, you would think it's not that big a deal, but it changes the feel of it for sure.
No, it definitely does. I noticed it. I was like, "Wait, hold on. If this is a cutscene, why am I not in? Why am I'm not seeing it as a like." You know, an audience.
I think a big part of it is like in Wolfenstein: The New Order. When you play a video, it is a first-person video game. So you are BJ Blazkowicz, but you're not him. He has his own characters, his relationships with people, with Anya, with Fergus, or the other one. Yeah, like, it's all I can't remember his name. It's all his relationship to them, not the player's relationship necessarily, right?
Yeah.
And like his attitude is his, whereas like in this one it's like I never watched BJ interact with oh geez, I don't remember anyone's names in this one. Kessler? There's a Kessler, and what's a girl? Annette?
Annette.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. I never saw him interact with them.
Oh, right.
I was there, pushing buttons to talk to them or whatever.
Yeah. Like when he's sitting down to get some tea and stuff.
when he's sitting down to get tea.
Yeah. No, that's someone else. That's Pippa.
Pippa. You're right. Yeah, there's a Pippa.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into it. Let's get into the story.
Yeah.
So this takes place shortly before the beginning of the New Order.
Yeah.
Not the main game, but the prologue to that game, which takes place in 1946, I think. And this also takes place in 1946.
Right.
And it's about BJ trying to get the map.
It's like a folder, right?
Yeah, he's trying to get a folder that's going to show the location of
Death's Head.
Death's Head's
yes.
compound, which is the beginning of Wolfenstein, the New Order.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just like right before that. But the big... And it plays very similarly to that game in terms of gameplay.
Yeah.
A lot of... it's like within the 15 years or 10 years or whatever, however long it was, not much has changed, like, I mean, it did, like, but like you still get the equivalent guns, like here's the assault rifle, but it's the 1940s version of it, or here's the shotgun, the automatic shotgun, but the 1940s version of it, which is kind of another thing that kind of threw me off, because in the New Order, when you play it and you get the like automatic shotguns and you get the like some of these weapons, it's like, this is future tech or whatever. This is like advanced technology weapons, right?
Yeah.
But then like in the Old Blood, there's like equivalent weapons of that, like that shotgun, the automatic shotgun. You get those.
Yes.
And so in my head, when I was playing the New Order, because I don't think you get those like automatic shotguns in the beginning part of the New Order.
No.
Yes.
No, I don't remember picking up. I remember the double barrel, I think.
Yeah, but so in my mind, it's like that's an advanced weapon that BJ didn't know of back then, But like, But then in this game, it's like, don't worry about it. Here it is again, The only new weapons in this game, I think, is like, there's that like flare gun, which is just a rocket launcher thing. There is
it's like I think a sniper rifle, or was that in there in the...
No, there was a different sniper rifle, but yeah, there's a sniper rifle in this one. And it's similar, but it's, the other one had a laser gun function too. This one doesn't have that. And then there's a sawed-off shotgun in this one. Oh, and the pipe. The dual or singular pipe. Yeah. That you get in this one.
So what I thought was interesting, just to go on the pipe situation, was...
That's like the new mechanic.
Yeah, the climbing. That I guess that replaced the whole drill or the laser cutter thing. Which I thought was interesting because I failed the first time.
You failed to climb?
Yeah, because I realized that you're supposed to, what you do with these pipes is you're supposed to jam them into the wall, and you're supposed to use the L2 and R2, and you're supposed to hold them as if you're plunging them into the wall, and you have to make sure you hold them, or at least one of them being held.
Yeah,
or else you're gonna fall.
I feel like
that was fun.
Well, when I was doing this segment of the game, this isn't like a new idea. This has been in things, and I think it was like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 had like ice picks. There's like a mission where you're like climbing up a sheer ice wall. Yeah. And you gotta do the L trigger, R trigger, like back and forth.
Well, I thought that one was like rapidly sometimes though, just to climb up faster. Because I remember it was like an avalanche scene or something.
I don't remember too much, but I do remember like this reminded me of that. Whatever you. And the pipes, it's like, it's obviously a much simpler mechanic. It's just about going up instead of like cutting your own path. And like in the New Order, there's like areas where it's like there's a bunch of grates, and you can choose which path to take, and you can just totally circumvent areas with enemies if you want. There's new perks this time. It's like a whole new suite of perks, which kind of makes me wonder if new Colossus is gonna have its own perk system. You know, I bet it will. These ones were more. There was some interesting ones, right?
Yeah,
there's like vampire, I think, like where if you like melee kill a dude, you get health back.
That was in the new order though.
Was that in the new order also?
Yeah. Well, I would like see. So the thing is, I don't remember any of the other perks besides that one because I was only focusing so much on the stealth one. They did have like the health one too, and I think a better version of the health one too. Unless
you could overcharge armor in this one.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, which I don't understand conceptually. It doesn't really make sense on
like that picture you showed me with BJ with 10 hats on.
10 Nazi helmets, but it's like it's that idea, except this time the helmets are melting.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, I think that's interesting. But I think you have to unlock that, right?
You have to overcharge your armor to 250. Well, no, I don't think you have to unlock overcharging it.
Well, I wasn't able to overcharge anything. Or I haven't been paying attention to it because I only know that overcharging health was a thing for sure, and it wasn't until I got an achievement or I got like one of the the traits, and then I eventually saw that I can overcharge my armor, which was interesting.
I didn't. Unfortunately, I didn't complete this one 100%, or like I beat the story, but like I didn't do all the nightmare missions or any of that. Which is interesting because I guess there's like a boss in nightmare mode. I wonder if it's Mecha Hitler from the first game.
I might have found that one if it's at the end.
Is it Mecha Hitler?
I guess I'm not sure. It's some dude with 2 machine guns, and he's pretty big. It's like hallway.
Did it look like Hitler?
No. He was wearing blue. I didn't see like a mustache.
Huh. Okay. Yeah. Originally, or in Wolfenstein 3D, Mecha Hitler definitely has a mustache. He looks like Hitler. You know.
Yeah. No, I didn't. He was just like some random dude with or some soldier dude with like white outfit with a blue outfit. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, 2 guns. Maybe not machine guns, but I think it was
like in a robot suit.
It wasn't in a robot suit. That was the interesting thing.
Maybe that wasn't the boss I'm thinking of.
Maybe not.
But I know there is a secret boss that they're like, that's one of the trophies.
That was the only like nightmare thing that I hit up, and to be honest, I didn't care to play that too much.
Yeah, they take too long.
Yeah, it's not that I wouldn't, but it's
drags on the game. I think
it definitely does.
I like the way they did it better in the original, in the new order, which was like there was like these there was his bed at the HQ, and like he would sleep in the bed and like have a nightmare if you chose to. Yeah, but like it wasn't like. It makes no sense for him to be like sneaking through, Castle Wolfenstein, and then
to look for a bed,
and then he sees a bed as he's escaping, and then he sleeps on it for a minute, has a nightmare, and wakes back up.
That doesn't make too much sense, no.
But there's also so there's that mechanic. There's one difference between this game and the first game is. The mounted machine gun is just like part of your weapon wheel now.
Is it?
Yeah, you can just carry it around.
I did not.
Yeah, because you don't drop it. You know how, remember the mounted machine guns? You could like rip off the mounts. Yeah, so it's just like part of your weapon wheel.
I was never able to do that. I mean, like I didn't switch. Like I just press triangle and my dude drops it though.
Oh, maybe it's a perk that I unlocked when I first played it.
I mean, that would make sense.
Actually, I don't know. You know what? Because I didn't start a new campaign. I had like all my old upgrades,
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah.
I wonder if If that's just like a perk, yeah, like
that might be. I mean, that would make more sense because otherwise, I would assume that it'd be like a glitch or a bug or something.
Definitely not a bug because it's just like, okay, there's an old blood perk called Carry Heavy Machine Gun. Allows player to stow the MG46 in their inventory like a normal weapon.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good to have.
I don't know what you have to do to get that.
Yeah,
but I had it.
I feel like it's probably like killing the dudes, like the big dudes that carry those guns, right? And then opening their hearts or something like that. You probably have to kill like a few of those like that.
I don't know.
I feel.
Yeah, there's a lot of those guys this time, but they're really easy to kill because you can just put them to sleep with the
power cord thing. Right?
Yeah, because they're connected to these what do you call it? Like generators, you know?
Yeah.
And they, even if you're not in stealth mode, I guess you can just like, you know, go and yank on the generator. Okay, yeah, you just have to kill 200 enemies with that gun.
Okay. No, okay, that's simple.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know. I just, I had so many. What? The quick turn, the 180-degree turn. That was a perk. I didn't know that was a perk. I
didn't even know you could do a 180 turn.
Yeah, kill 50 enemies while hiding behind cover.
Interesting.
I didn't know that was a perk. I just knew I did it on accident.
See, I mean, like, I didn't care too much about that stuff. Again, like, the only thing I cared about was this stealth one, kind of. But even then, I was just like, okay, I don't really care too much.
What were the stealth perks? There was that one that like makes collectibles pop up.
I think there's only one because like it's weird because like the skills in this one is a lot more. There's not a lot of them compared to the New Order.
Yeah, there's like four trees in the New Order.
Yeah, and it's all separated by like category, right? So one was like stealth, assault. And the other one was like utility or something.
It's tactical and demolition.
Yeah. And this one, I think it has like maybe like one or two from each of those. And then maybe like 4 or 5 new ones or something.
Okay, if you collected 100 helmets from enemy soldiers, you got the ability to overcharge armor.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I didn't realize. See, I didn't even know any of these. Perks. I just thought they were gameplay mechanics.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. I kind of wish I knew about that, but dude, like the same thing from like the New Order. I try to do this game stealth, but there's you know when a section of the game is stealth and when it's not is when you see the what are they called again? The commanders. When you see them pop up, because I think at that point that's the only part you can actually do stealth. Other than that, you're more likely going to be loud.
Well, I was actually, interestingly enough, I was playing this game. I was trying to. This is what I would do a lot in this game. I would sneak. And if I got discovered, I would instinctively hit reload checkpoint.
Yeah, I kind of did that too.
I did that a bunch, and then there was a point where I just I think it was like a part where you have to fight, you know, and it was tough. I was getting my butt kicked. I was like, oh shit, I can't like seem to. I take out there's those armored shotgun guys.
Yeah,
take that guy out first, and then like the regular foot soldiers, they would just like flank me good, keep throwing grenades, and I was like, oh, I can't win. And then I think like on my like 4th try or something, I ran across like to this next area, and it just like let me go.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, you can do that?
Yeah, that's I implemented that fairly quickly because Destiny 2 kind of has that similar thing where you don't have to fight anyone and there's just enemies in your way and you just have to get across. But that was interesting. By the way, those armored shotguns, dudes, I hate them. I hate them so much. They're so annoying.
One bullet from your sniper rifle to their gas tank kills them.
Yeah, I realized that like much later on, and
okay,
God, that helped me
you know
a
how
lot.
you can't stealth kill them like you can everything else. there's like areas where they're patrolling, but it's like a stealth area, you know?
Yeah.
And I remember what I would do is I would go around killing all the commanders and all the, regular foot soldiers. Actually, this was one of those areas where later in the game, foot soldiers turn into zombies sometimes.
Yeah.
And so like I would, you know how you have your pistol, your silenced pistol is like your best friend?
Yeah.
Well, in this game, it turns out the dual silenced pistol is your best friend.
Interesting.
Because sometimes like one shot in the head won't kill them, they'll or it will kill them, but then they'll turn into a zombie.
Yeah.
And so this time I would just pull both triggers, I would just aim it at their head. But so it's like 2 rounds going into their head, and then if they turn into a zombie, I'd shoot them again, because if they're a zombie and they're discovered by their enemies and they start, the enemies start fighting them, but
you're discovered.
Yeah, it's like it puts the base on alert or whatever. So there was this one section. It was towards the end of the game when you're heading towards the graveyard area.
Yeah,
and it was on the outside of that, and there was 2 commanders and a couple foot soldier guys, and one of them always turns into a zombie if you kill him, and an armored shotgun guy. And I remember, so I killed everyone except the armored shotgun guy, all stealth and then I got behind the armored stealth shotgun guy, I'm behind him, he doesn't see me, and I just shot 4 bullets into his tank
canister.
With the 2 silenced pistols really fast. I just blew him up, but
oh, nice.
But it was definitely stealth mode still. It wasn't the music didn't get all intense or anything.
That sometimes though, whenever I do get caught or whatever, even though I kill the commanders and they still get caught, I end up, for those dudes, I just throw grenades. When I just can't be bothered to try fine aiming their canisters, I just throw grenades. 2 of them suffices to killing them.
Yeah, grenades are really good. There's a new I think there's new enemies in this game, isn't there? Besides the zombies, there's was there different dogs?
There was, I don't.
There was a dude with dogs. There's this guy Rudy. He's Rudy Yeager. He's this evil. He's Nazi.
He was in a mech, I guess. Yeah.
He was in a mech. Yeah, he was similar to those big mech guys, but he had 2 machine guns. And he's kind of like Mecha Hitler in the old game. But how you beat him is you shoot his he has these battery packs, and you shoot those, and then
test coils or whatever.
You know what made firefights really easy in this game compared to the first one?
Cover? I don't know.
No, there was these bags just that never run out of ammo for your assault rifle.
Oh yeah, I did see those a lot.
Yeah, I was oh, okay, I'll just use my assault rifle, use dual wield assault rifle, just shoot the hell out of everyone, run to this bag, fill back up until it says you can't carry anymore. Yeah, and then keep it didn't matter. It was in the first game. I don't remember a lot of those.
No, there wasn't.
Yeah, you had to be kind of precious with your ammo, and decide which gun. You had to rely on your the laser craft work a lot, because that thing would recharge over time.
Yeah.
So you could use that to take out a big dude immediately, and then as you're fighting with this other guns, you're taking cover and waiting for that thing to charge up again, maybe look for a recharge station. But in this one, there was just this bag of holding that just had infinite ammo. Yeah. And you're just all right, let me just go to that. Why doesn't BJ just take that bag with him?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't just do that. But
yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, okay, big plot thing, I guess, is there's an agent. You guys are agents, you and BJ. BJ and Agent 1.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Wesley?
And they call him Agent 1. And then you guys get captured. And then Agent 1 gets tortured and killed.
Yeah, you go through prison. This is where you find the pipe, and you escape through it with the pipe.
So what's the point of having the pipe not dual? Or I mean, okay, they give you an option to switch between like connected pipe, so it's like a baseball bat type lead pipe,
Yep.
or like to have like two separate ones.
Yeah.
And you can stealth kill with either.
Yeah.
It's not actually the animation's really great for stealth killing. If you did you ever do the one where he stabs someone with a pipe and then hits the pipe, like, so he like sticks a pipe in their head or whatever, and then he like hits it with the other pipe. Like he like hammers it in. Yeah. It's pretty good.
I haven't had that yet, but that sounds fun.
That's a pretty good one, yeah. And then like it's pretty nasty. Like, I mean, this is a violent game. There's like you stick the pipe in someone and then like you see the blood come out of the hole.
Yeah. The enemies, a lot of the enemies have masks on now too, so that we can't really see like their faces or whatever of terror.
It did in the first one too, right?
I remember a lot of them. They didn't have that many masks. This one most of them had masks on.
Okay, maybe you're right.
But I don't know. I'm not sure. But with the ones I've killed with melee, most of them had masks.
Yeah, I really like just throwing a knife into someone's leg and them dropping dead. It's so funny still.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there was like so okay, he gets caught. They escape. Yeah. He gets to the city, the little town that he's supposed to rendezvous with people. He meets Annette and Kessler, who are their like contacts in town. They're Jewish, and they're trying to like fight off the Nazis. And then
Rudy's like the boss for this section.
He's the one who tortures and kills Wesley. He says like you kill his dog early on, like, and then he wants revenge and stuff, and then you fight him by tearing his armor off chunk by chunk, and then you like you get like, once his chest opens up, you can shoot it, which is funny because he still takes like 4 machine gun clips to kill in the chest, even though he's a man.
I mean, I don't think that's his chest though. I mean, it is, but I don't think that's like his. I think this is like another layer underneath that armor bit. Yeah, but it's still, you can still shoot through it.
Either way, like, you get one of those first person kills with him. We were talking about that with the first game. Yeah, and I think he like sticks the pipe in his head, doesn't he? Yep. And then, but you still get the pipe. You don't lose the pipe at that part. You have it the whole game.
You never. I don't think you ever lose the pipe.
Yeah, which is interesting because would it have come in handy in the New Order?
Yeah. And he could probably get that anywhere, really.
Yeah, right? He could probably get something better. He could probably bring some climbing equipment.
Yeah.
I think they had those grappling hooks in the beginning of the New Order.
Yeah, but that was like very beginning, and then I think that was it after that.
That's it, yeah. Yeah. But so like after you meet,
I just realized that. That's bad.
It's very silly. So you meet Pippa and Kessler, or not Pippa, Annette, and then you guys get attacked. Annette gets hurt, and then
you guys escape pretty much and go through.
You're in like a different part of town.
Yeah, you take a little boat.
Yeah, and then there's these segments where you like push. You have a boat, like a boat with a turret on it, and that part's whatever.
Wait, what?
Remember, this was like 2 boats you have to ride, and they're like, it's got a turret on it.
Shit.
You don't remember?
No, that doesn't sound familiar at all.
Yeah, there's like a tunnel. You ride a boat through it, and then
Oh shit! Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I was like,
but I don't think that's. Is that before you meet Annette and? Yeah, that is.
Is that before?
Yeah, I think that's before.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you try to get to Wesley.
Oh, you're right. But, that's that's a really long time before you get to Wesley.
Yeah, that just threw me out because I thought we were moving forward, but you went backwards.
You're right. No, I totally forgot. I didn't remember which part of that. Anyway, besides that,
that was annoying though. I didn't like that too much.
Yeah, it takes too long. That's the thing. This game is clearly like the level design in the New Order is so good. I think.
Yeah, I think it's better.
The level design in this is. I mean, it's not a bad game. It's not bad level design. It's just more standard. I guess is the thing. Anyway, so yeah, with Annette and Kessler, there's like a part where you like get separated from them, and you meet Pippa, this other agent.
Well, you put them. So you take the boat with them in it and put it underneath the shack.
Yeah.
Where you guys landed, and then you go meet Agent 2,
which is Pippa.
And apparently you know them.
Yeah,
Wait, no, that's like Wesley's girlfriend or wife or something, I think.
I don't know.
Because he mentions him.
Yeah, well, I mean, BJ is like friends with this person too. Well, like that's what we learn. Like I don't know her from any other game or anything, but like he knows her, and then it's one of those things where it's like, leave your guns, you're going in stealth type of thing.
Yeah, so she pretty much tells you that you're supposed to find Helga. She has the documents.
Yeah, and so
go ahead.
Well, there's that part where you're walking through the bar and it's filled with Nazis. They're all drunk.
Yeah. Did you kill the dogs before you went in? Or?
Yeah, dude, they like just bum rushed me. I wasn't even like doing anything. I just walked and the two of them just jumped me.
I kind of saw one of them, like, because I wanted to look for like armor and stuff before I went in, and I was crouching too, so I thought that was weird for me to do because I knew I was in costume, I guess. And as I was heading to like the outhouse, because I think I saw something shiny. You know how this game goes, when you see something shiny, you have to go to it. And then to the left of that, I saw a dog, and I was like, oh, okay, I might as well just kill him just in case. I killed him.
They totally attack you if you don't kill them. Or I was just, what did I even do? I was just like walking towards the bar, and then the camera like turned around, and there was a dog in my face, so I had to jam R3. And I was like, that was nerve-wracking. And then like a second later, another dog was in my face, and I was like,
so that's weird because then you go inside and no one reacts to you.
Yeah, covered in blood and ripped clothes, but like sure. And then
probably
and then so you're gonna steal BJ tries to do this like sly folder stealing thing where he like sets the wine tray down and then is picking up the folder, but Helga sees it, and then she like makes him drink the wine. By the way, that part made me kind of nauseous for some reason when he's drinking the wine and it's like bad wine.
Yeah, really?
It's really gross. Yeah, I don't know why.
I didn't get anything. I didn't have any nauseous feelings.
I think it's like you hear him swallowing it, and it's like kind of stuck in the back of his throat, and he's like, oh coughing.
God, I did not. Okay, I didn't pay attention to that too.
Yeah, he's like got this like nasty cough going on, and she's like talking about how it's gone bad. And I was like, oh God, and then but that was gross. And then
what I thought was interesting in that scene is where I sometimes test games, right, to see how much detail there is, or I at least want to break it. And what I did was I just waited, and she just kept telling me to drink it. And the only thing she pretty much stops at some point, and she says, just do it, and then that's it. And after that, she looks to the right a lot, and so does the other dude in the back. And that's pretty much what happens. It's nothing really happens. Yeah, I would think that she would kill me or something.
That'd be nice if
that didn't happen.
If they could have just had her kill you.
Yeah,
I know Frau Engel, when you try to pick up the gun, she kills you. Or the robot does, or whatever.
Yes, in the New Order, right?
Yeah. So anyway, like, Helga, the new villain, is established here, and she's a Nazi who like is looking for King Otto's treasure, which is some occult thing, and then they like, I don't know, they're like bombing.
Something happened. I think it was like a bombing happened, and then an earthquake erupted from there or something.
Yeah, either way, it turns people into zombies.
Yeah,
and then so like now you have this thing where there's this kind of boring segment of the game where you're just fighting zombies for a while. Yeah. But then you get to a point where you're fighting soldiers again, but the twist is when you kill some of them, they turn into zombies.
Yeah.
And then sometimes soldiers are already fighting zombies. And you can let them kind of try and thin each other out before you like go and kill them. like mop up the survivors or whatever. And then so like that's like how the game goes from then on.
But what is interesting, I don't know if you're gonna head this in this direction, but what the only like story element in this bit was when you find Anita. What was it?
Pippa?
No. Well, I guess you find Pippa first.
Yeah,
and then
Pippa dies.
She dies. A very crucial character, I guess.
Yeah,
apparently
not really.
But nothing. No, I guess he does say something, right?
Yeah, he's
he does
sad
say
about it, but we don't really know anything.
I wish it. I wish there was. It didn't have to be this way or something like that. That's what BJ says. But then you go to try to find the other two you're with, and one of them, Anita, I think,
Annette?
right? Annette and
Kessler.
Kessler. You find Annette first, and I think you either save her from like some zombies or she kills some. I don't know what happens if you don't attack them.
It doesn't matter. It totally matters which direction you go.
Okay, sick.
Like if you go right, you save Kessler and Annette becomes a zombie. And then if you go left, you save Annette and Kessler becomes a zombie.
Whoa, cool.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's like and the ending's a little different. Like cuz at the very end of the game,
yes,
you see Annette if you save Annette, and you see Kessler if you see something.
With mine it was with Annette, and I saved her, and then she wanted me to help her to go find her friend, I guess.
Yeah. Or she wanted to go find her friend. She didn't want you to help her.
Yeah. And then and I kind of wanted to help her, but I guess the main mission is kind of important.
Yeah, she doesn't want you to. He's like, I can go help you, and she's like, no, it's cool. I gotta
go ahead. So what was it, Billy Boy?
Yeah, she always calls you
Billy Boy. Go get him, Billy Boy. And then I was able to go. I went across to the other side, and like because I heard Kessler, I was like, oh shit, okay, let me go over here real quick.
Yeah,
and
he's dead.
Shot the dudes, and he's dead. I was like, oh shit,
into a zombie. You have to kill him.
Fuck. Yeah, it sucked.
And so if you did the other way, I think Annette turns into a zombie, and you have to kill her.
Nice.
And then it's another moment of choice thing.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't even see the choice though for me. I just went.
It doesn't tell you. Yeah, it doesn't
direction.
say like go this way or that way. He just goes like I have to save them, and there's like a branching path. And if you go down one path, you save one person. If you go down the other path, you save the other person. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Yeah,
that's actually pretty cool.
Afterwards, you got so you get to this graveyard.
Yes.
You get a mech first. There's a part with a mech robot.
Oh yeah. I didn't like that one too much.
Yeah, not very fun because it has
no.
Doesn't have. You can use a gun, like you can use your own gun to shoot the zombies off of the windshield, I guess. Which I didn't know for the longest time. Yeah. Every time there would be a zombie on the windshield, I would get out of the mech. Go shoot it, fly back in. I did that for a while until I was like, "Isn't there another gun on this thing?" I hit triangle and he pulled out his machine gun. And I was like, "Oh, there we go." That would have been helpful from the beginning.
I mistakenly like pressed it as if I was gonna switch to another weapon, and it just happened for me.
Well, one of the more annoying things about this segment, I think personally, is in Wolfenstein New Order, you get a mech at one point, right?
Yeah.
And it's really destructive. Like you can like blow up like chunks of like buildings, like you're just like killing the hell out of things. And there isn't really any area you can't get into that you're trying to get into. Yeah. Now this mech, you can like leave it and go back into it whenever you want. But like it's got these arms and you can tear down doors with it. But then there's like these like I don't know, just fences that like he's trying to get through, but like he can't, like you can't tear it down with this mech arm, which seems like that really like took me out of it, I would get it if it was some sort of like reinforced crazy wall or whatever, but it's like it's just like a steel gate and like you can't, like this mech arm's not just tearing it apart. And I was like, okay, that's annoying. And then long story short, there's this kind of annoying segment of the game where you're You're in this room and it's got like a little fire circle.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember this part? And zombies keep pouring out of the holes.
Yeah, I realize that they're endless too, right?
Yeah, no, they're not endless. You just have to wait for that door to open, and it's like slow.
Oh yes, I remember that bit.
Yeah, it's like
so this is way after like
4 different like
the graveyard bit
levels of doors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just pulled out the shotgun, dude, and I killed whoever is starting to come out or falls to the ground.
The worst zombies are the ones with guns. They're annoying, or the ones that run at you. I don't know.
The ones that run at me, I feel like are a bit more scary, really, because like the ones with guns, they don't ever run to you, and you could just hide.
I just think they're not a fun enemy to fight in video games. Zombies.
I mean,
I never liked.
Yeah, they're just zombies.
Do you like fighting zombies?
You know, well, if we're talking about like the Call of Duty ones, like those
any zombies in any video game.
I mean, yeah, I do a little bit because it's almost like
I like Resident Evil.
It's almost like the Destiny Warriors enemies of like first person shooters or just shooters in general. I think
the worst part of Halo 1 is when you start fighting the Flood. Zombies.
Those were annoying. I hated those. Though they all had like their own special abilities and stuff. Or special little traits.
I'm trying to think, like, in most shooters, I don't like zombie sections or zombies. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, if a game is based around zombies, maybe that's one thing. Mm-hmm. You know, like if all the mechanics are based around zombies for this game or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, this section of the game, not very compelling, I don't think.
No, not too much. No, it's not really challenging either.
I guess it's better when there's like people and zombies.
Yeah,
like that's kind of fun.
It does get better, yeah, because then you could use the people to turn into zombies.
There was this
that's fun.
Yeah, okay, so there was this big open courtyard area, Keo.
Yeah,
and it had 2 of those like full mechanical robot dudes with the machine guns. You know, the big Tin Man soldier guys. Yes, it had like snipers and like guys with shotgun armor, you know, all sorts of like nasty. This is like a bad area. Yeah. And I remember like kind of going through it and then making a right turn at some point, and I just like bypassed that whole area.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, oh, you can just leave. There's like when you went to go meet Pippa. There was like a whole bunch of shit like outside of like in front of her. But like you didn't have to deal with any of it. You could just like leave. You
just go in the center. This is like that big courtyard area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just go in the center and then just glide down to the...
Yeah, and I wasn't doing anything weird either. I was just like, maybe if I go around back, I can hit it from a different angle, you know, kill some...
Yeah.
And then like, nope, I just got to the objective.
Like, the only thing I did for that one was just kill the commanders and then just continue on.
Yeah, I remember I still had the commander like little frequency thing that shows up. So I think I like had that up and I was like, oh, I think I might be getting closer to him. And then the frequency thing just went away when I got to the
when you got to the end.
I was like, oh, okay, I guess he's all right. I guess it's not a worry.
Yeah, I think that's interesting because I thought when those came up, you know, in the New Order, you actually had to kill everyone because the first one you encounter, the one after you join, I'm talking about the New Order now. The one where you join, I forgot her name in the New Order, the girlfriend,
Anya
and her family, and you're trying to cross the border.
Oh yeah, you have to kill everyone in that segment.
Yeah. So what is weird is whenever I saw commanders, I thought I had to kill everybody. But with this like game, and whenever it came up, I realized I didn't have to kill anyone, especially this part with the courtyard. Yeah. I realized we could just either kill them or not. You could just leave and it's over.
Yeah, which makes it like not. I mean,
I think that's fine because like that's part of like stealth, kind of, because it's not really required for you to kill them all.
Yeah.
Unlike the New Order when that happened. But
I guess you're trying to get people through like an area in the New Order.
Yeah.
Trying to get like, if any Nazis are alive, the car would get shot or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Anya's grandparents would die.
Yeah. But it's weird because whenever I saw it in the old Blood, I instinctively chose to kill everyone first instead of just either killing the commanders or just not killing them all and just leaving.
Yeah, I mean, I like the killing in these games, I guess. I don't know, it's fun. Like, I don't think it's like tedious or, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, it's definitely more enjoyable to use
when they're shooting at you or when they're not shooting at you. Like, I don't know, this game's got a satisfying it satisfies that first person shooter like side, you know. And like, especially, well, I mean, it's like the villains are so evil, you know, they're Nazis, or robots or zombies or, you know, like monsters of some kind. Speaking of monsters, though, like there's a final boss of this, which so far, boss fights wise, all of Wolfenstein, the New Order, and New Old Blood, I don't really love the boss fights, I guess.
No,
I think the like main shootouts are fun, but the boss fights themselves aren't very good because they're usually damage sponges, you know?
Yeah.
This is another one. This final boss. So what happens is like Helga finds King Otto's treasure, which is this monster. He's just, I mean, I don't know, he's this giant monster. And then he eats Helga, kind of.
Yeah.
Doesn't
At
kill
first,
her.
she like it looks like she was in control for a second.
Yeah, and then he eats the other dude.
Yeah.
Shriner.
I did get really scared when that happened though, because I was like, oh shit, come on, BJ, get out of there.
Oh yeah, because you're captured at that point.
Open. Yeah, he's trying to like break out, which is weird. Why didn't they shoot BJ? Like they
never
point.
shoot BJ. Yeah.
But like, I guess for Helga's reasoning, it's more of like, okay, here's someone to feed. Feed this monster, I guess.
Have him eat you.
But the other dude, he had a gun to you, and he saw like he saw me or BJ like pull out the pipe to undo himself.
There's a bigger part of that question, which is kind of the reverse. Is during this boss fight, so the boss is blind, and he hears he'll hear you if you're shooting, and he'll like smash his fist down on you, right? Nazis keep pouring into the room during this time. And
dude.
And they'll shoot at you. They're like shooting at you. And then the monster smashes them.
But like happening. I mean, like, again though, like why when they came out, why do they even go in the room in the first place?
Why do they come in the room and why do they shoot at you instead of the monster that's like killing all of them?
Yeah, so it's so weird. Yeah, that part was weird because like it's just a weird situation.
Anyway, like he took, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 flare guns to the mouth.
Yeah, you're supposed to shoot him in the mouth, and that's at first I thought you had to shoot or throw a grenade specifically inside his mouth, but I guess you just shoot it.
I just shot it with the flare gun.
Yeah,
killed him.
Yeah,
and then you see Helga one last time.
I did you let her talk at all?
Yeah, I was like letting her talk for a second, then I shot her.
Oh, I straight up just shot her immediately. I was like, I don't care. Let me just finish you off. You made me go through hell.
I don't remember what she's just like a jerk, and he just says like, you're just like a dead what she said, she says something like history's gonna remember me as like, I think she says this earlier, but she says like, history's gonna remember me as like a great explorer or something, and he's like, no, you're just another Nazi.
And then she slaps BJ or whatever, right?
She kisses him too at one point.
Oh yeah, that's right, because BJ brought the map.
Oh right, and BJ gets like really like ugh.
Yeah,
ugh. His like reaction to it is like great.
Yeah,
but yeah, no,
it's appropriate.
She's she's this horrible person who like you never hear about in the New Order, which is interesting. Nope. Like you would think he would bring it up at some point. Hey Fergus, remember that time when I went to Helga's castle and there was a giant monster that just like ate everyone?
Just never referenced.
Remember when zombies, when that town just like was overrun with zombies, I guess, at one point during the war? That was crazy, wasn't it? The 40s, what a crazy time. Nope. Anyway, at the end, for
well, first of all, I want to say that like Holy shit, BJ gets hit in the head a lot.
I was gonna bring that up
game.
too, and in the first one too.
Yeah,
he always
yeah.
has stuff falling on his head. Like that's
And
that's like a scene transition.
Yeah, and every time it happens, dude, it always catches me. I'm always like into it, and I always flinch. I'm like, oh shit!
It's always
I reel my head back.
It's like they use it as scene transitions so often. Whereas,
Yeah.
and it's not like a rock or something. It's like a column. Like it's like a stone column or like the roof of a
like,
building or something.
It's definitely gonna kill someone.
Like one time, I think was it this game or the last game where you're in a tram, like a sky tram? I think it was this game, wasn't it? Isn't there a part where you're in a sky tram? And
and it falls on you or
something? It falls on you, you fall into the water, and then the sky tram falls on you, and it's like,
but he doesn't.
How did he survive that?
Yeah, he doesn't knock out this time. He actually gets up because he's in the water, and then he leaves. Yeah, this is when you're trying to escape.
There's like so much stuff just falling on his head, like,
and he's okay.
Yeah, he's okay. He's like the wet bandits from Home Alone. Like, remember he gets a brick dropped on his head, and he's just like, fine. No, so much head trauma and this is before like he got shrapnel stuck in there. You would think and afterwards, like maybe like have less head trauma, like you were in a coma for 10 years, like 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 he's very, what's funny, another interesting idea or thought. So this goes back to New Order, because BJ looks identical in both games, Old Blood and New Order, right?
Yeah.
And like 15 years of non-activity has passed. Like 15 years of BJ not moving a single muscle in his body and sitting in a chair. Yeah. And he's just as like buff and strong and capable as he was before he went into the coma.
That is true.
Which is weird. Which is funny because in the preview trailers for the new Colossus, I don't know, maybe like several months, like I don't know how many months. Anya's pregnant, but she's like she hasn't delivered, so less than a year.
Unless she she wouldn't have delivered and had another baby, unless it was with someone else, I guess.
Yeah. So it's been only some months. It hasn't been a year, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely less than 9.
Yeah,
right?
So like at some point within 9 months, BJ wakes up from a coma in the new Colossus, and he's like skinny and like remember he's like skinny.
So it would make sense, right?
Well, he's all skinny and like he's got a beard and he's all like messed up. He can't walk. Like 10 years of just sitting in a chair by a window was fine.
I mean, adrenaline, I want to say, right? Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just funny. It's just one of those little inconsistencies. But playing through the Old Blood really did make me go, man, I really want to play the new Colossus, because that looks like it's going to be a huge step forward.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be really fun as well. Stilts
and third-person cutscenes are back. That makes me really happy.
Fun. Yeah, it's weird that the Old Blood. I would think they would have at least half as many third-person cutscenes.
I just like those. I just like seeing BJ as a character in the world. I don't like him Cypher.
I am seeing that as being an attractive thing for a video game as well.
Well, he's just like he's a good character. He's not like some Destiny creator character or something. He's like got personality and emotion and like a drive to his character. Like he's going to be a father in the new Colossus. Like that's like a big part of it. He's like he cares for the people around him. I don't know, but maybe what's her name? What is her name? The woman in the wheelchair. The first one.
I know who you're talking about. Her name is I think it starts with a C.
Caroline.
I don't. Yes. Caroline, holy shit. Cool.
Caroline might be dead.
Oh God. Yeah.
He has her suit.
Yeah.
He's got her like robot suit, her Iron Man suit. By the way, with that Iron Man suit, are you just going to be able to like jump freely and just have like infinite armor. Like, how are they gonna justify that gameplay wise? Because in the narrative, when Caroline has that suit, she's a badass.
She was fucking Iron Man.
Unstoppable. So like, how are they gonna justify you having that?
Yeah, it's basically just God mode at that point.
Yeah, Caroline didn't need guns in the first game.
Yeah.
I don't think when she had that. She was just like running around, jumping like 20 feet in the air.
Yep. Just taking down a helicopter. No big.
So, I mean, I don't know. Like this game, Old Blood, it's like...
Well, I think we didn't finish off what happened after he got hit in the head.
Oh, yeah, he gets rescued by Fergus.
Yeah. And then thus continues New Blood.
Yeah, they're on their way to the military base that they're gonna fly from to attack Death's Head's compound.
Yeah, and I think while you're in like the canoe or the boat that you're in, that's where you see like the result of whoever you saved.
Yeah. So there's that like little bit of Annette, like she might be gay, which is like a thing, like Nazis, bigotry and stuff, and like so that's like an interesting little element.
I was getting that from Annette.
The way she talks about her friend, that she's like really desperate to go after. It's like it seems like love. I mean, I don't think they explicitly say either way though.
No,
but yeah. And then Kessler, I think if you saved him instead, it's like his wife and him are reunited or something.
Oh wow,
maybe.
I think his wife died though.
Okay, never mind.
Like, cause he gave a story saying that she got hanged.
He's flying a jet overhead and dropping papers or something.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely it then.
Okay, yeah,
because that's what she did.
Oh, I see. Okay, there you go. I didn't know. I ended up saving Annette this time. I don't know. It's just one of those things.
Well, that's cool. I like that. That's cool. I like the little memorabilia for his wife.
I wonder. What's gonna? Okay, I know we're talking about the new Colossus, this game that hasn't come out yet, but it's coming out in October.
We're pretty much done with the Old Blood. So.
Yeah. I really want to play this game, right? The new Colossus, and one thing that's got me kind of feeling funny about it though is because in the New Order, you got to choose between Fergus and Wyatt. That's his name, Wyatt. And then the cutscenes they've shown, the trailers for the new Colossus, have Fergus and Wyatt in them. And so it's like, obviously, that's different playthroughs are going to have different character interactions, right?
Yes.
I'm torn. I don't know who I want to go through the story with first.
I feel like I honestly want to go with Fergus because he was the original choice I wanted to do, but canonically or not canonically,
well, I've done both, so like I'm just like stuck. I'm just like, which one do I go with?
I don't know. I feel like Fergus would be more fun. I think just the way
I like what they've done with Wyatt's character though. He's like he's weird. He's like tripping on acid. He's like,
he seems broken AF now though.
I like that. Because he was kind of like uninteresting in the first one compared to Fergus, Yeah. But I think they've like taken notes and been like, oh yeah, well with Wyatt we can, since he was a little bland, let's make him fun. Yeah. And with Fergus, they've gotten this like pretty funny direction where his arm is gone, so he's got a robot arm and it doesn't like listen to him. Like it's like smashing the like cookie on his face and stuff. Like there's a lot of good stuff. I
think it's a crumpet.
What's her name? Frau Engel's back and she's got her face reattached, but it's like scarred up.
Yeah.
I'd like to, hopefully, we get the culmination of that story. Hopefully she dies, evil Nazi lady. Her daughter seems like a big character in the game.
Oh shit.
She's the one that like she's the one that's gonna like kill Caroline. But I don't think she wants to, I don't know. It's and then you got what's that guy's name? Set. You got Set from the
He's the dude that finds like the mystical.
Yeah, what's
ancient
their
stuff, right?
thing called again? The dot Ishid, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
Ishid.
and then you got there's like other people you rescued from the concentration camp. There's that guy from Africa, I think. And then there's it's like a good cast. It's a big cast.
Yeah.
Also, you got the new people from America because this game takes place in America. Like all of the New Order didn't take place in America.
And
Took
now
place
it
only in
is.
Europe. Yeah, and it's like it's crazy. So it's like weirdly this game has become political in our climate right now.
Yep.
Because there's like alt-right Nazis like supporting you know how things are going right now. I'm not gonna turn this into a super political podcast, don't worry. But like
we could touch it just slightly, especially if it correlates
me
with
and
the game.
Keo are liberal. We're like, let's just throw that out there. Like, we believe we think Nazis are bad. We like.
Wait, sorry, hold on. 1 sec. Sorry, I mean, no, go ahead. Sorry. Fuck.
Is it like a disclaimer? You know what?
No, it's completely different. Like, I just realized that it's coming on Switch.
Oh, yeah. No, I know. That's cool. No,
sorry, that was just my thing.
No,
sorry.
no worries. No.
Break.
All I have to say about this is like, it's like that's where we lie, politically or whatever.
Yeah.
So like, sorry if you don't like that. Anyway, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Anyway, so anyway, there's been this weird thing recently where it's like, there's just like Nazis like in America. Which is like, I mean, KKK has always been here, but like Nazis are out and like, much more in public now than they have been for a while in this country. And that's really weird and different from how it was even like, 5 years ago or whatever, when Wolfenstein, The New Order came out. Right. Yeah. And so like this game, it's funny. It's like kind of like controversial right now, the new Colossus. The like
it kind of is, huh?
for because there's so many Nazis who are like, "Ooh, this game," and it's like, sorry, not sorry, But and so like the big part of it was like, how are they gonna market this game in this climate with Nazis? That's
true, yeah.
And so the ads that have been coming out for this game have been really great. Like there was one that just said "No more Nazis," and then what is it? There was like this big thing, like when Trump became president, like a lot of "Not my president, not my America," right? Yeah. And then what is it? Like one of the slogans for Wolfenstein 2 shows Nazis just like goose stepping down, marching down some American heartland American town street, just like this group of like a Nazi platoon walking, and then it just says on the screen like "Not my America," and I was just like, that's so cool. Like it's hitting the they're making a statement. Yeah, they're saying like, this is a stupid game about fighting actual World War II Nazi Germany Nazis, but like obviously there's a Nazi problem in our country right now. So like we're going to address that too. I don't know. I thought that was kind of cool.
I honestly never correlated the two, which is weird and also bad because that kind of just says to me that I'm not really paying attention too much in the real world, and I'm focusing more on my small world. But that's very interesting. I didn't think of it being a little statement.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they've I think they've done a super good job so far.
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty good.
But yeah, I don't know. That's Wolfenstein: The Old Blood. It's not as good as the New Order.
No,
and it's not necessary.
It's not bad either.
But it's not necessary. I guess it's like if you played Wolfenstein: The New Order, and you're like, I want to play Wolfenstein: The New Colossus. Do I have to play The Old Blood? I would say probably skip it.
Yeah, because like you're gonna probably have more questions either way. Like how me and you, June, how we just questioned like why hasn't BJ talked about the Nazis or the big monster or anything like that.
Yeah,
I think it's just gonna raise more questions than it is gonna.
Yeah, is that even canon? Did that stuff happen?
It feels like it isn't, but it's weird because Fergus talks about it at the end of it as well, at the end of Old Blood. He talks to BJ about it, saying like, yeah, you fought a big monster. We have another monster we have to fight too now. And he's talking about Death's Head.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, it's like...
after that, they stop.
That was like a giant... Okay, here's one little bit of continuity error, I guess.
Yeah.
When they arrive at the beach in the New Order, there's like those dog enemies, those big robot dogs.
Yep.
And Fergus is like, God, there's a fucking dog-looking thing pinning us down. You know, it's like infers that they are not aware of these dog robots.
Yep.
BJ saw one. Like, you saw one during the Old Blood. Like, snuck around one, remember? So it's like, whether or not, like...
Well, not even. You fought one, too.
You fought one?
Yeah, I remember that. It was during the prison escape.
Yeah.
You fight it? I remember having one. So, like, in the highway section, when you get back to the original area and where you arrived at with Wesley, you have to fight like a whole bunch of dudes, snipers, regular foot soldiers.
Yeah.
And then the next section, you have to fight like the flying things and like 2 shotgun dudes and like 1 big dude. Once all of them were dead, there's like a moment of silence for like 15 seconds or something.
Yeah, and the dog chases you around, right?
Yeah, the big dog.
Yeah, but you like run away from it, right?
Oh no, I killed it.
Oh, you kill it?
Yeah.
How do you kill it?
I picked up the machine gun that the big dude dropped.
Oh, and you just shoot it enough times and it dies?
Yeah.
Can you do that in
you can run away?
In the new... Yeah, you just like climb up the little ladder.
Oh shit, I wish I did that.
Oh shit, I need to get out of here. It's one of these invincible dog things.
Yeah.
They're not invincible?
No. I killed it.
Did they drop a ton of armor?
I think he did, but I found like an area where there was a whole bunch of armor regardless.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking... I know that the same area you're talking about. It's like a checkpoint, right?
Yeah.
And you have to go left up a little ladder.
Yeah, I remember the ladder.
Yeah.
But like after I killed them though, there was like enemies that had to fight. Were they not enemies?
No, I fought enemies, and then when the dog showed up, I booked it to the ladder, and he bit me on the way up. And I had I had low health, and I was like, oh shit.
I'm not sure if I got cheaped out of that then. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I should have ran over there.
I don't know. Well, I mean, if you can kill it, that's cool. I didn't know you could kill it.
Yeah.
Or if I did, I forgot about it.
I guess regardless, yeah. Freaking BJ found one, and Fergus apparently doesn't know about it.
Yeah.
And surely BJ would have relayed that information.
Yeah. I mean, like, BJ doesn't seem... He's a soldier. You know, he's a spy. You know, BJ's a spy, so like, what's like a thing spies do? Relay information to their, you know, to their side. But yeah, I don't know. In the new Colossus, you get one of those, and it spits fire.
Yeah,
I'm really excited for that game.
Yeah,
I don't even like. I don't know. I've never really thought about like first-person shooters, you know, and I'm just like, I don't care usually about them, and I'm really stoked for this one. Kia, how good are you with horror? Horror.
I mean, like, I don't know, not that great. Like, if the game is specifically towards horror, right? I don't know. I would have to get drunk to play it.
I think you should play. Well, maybe you shouldn't get drunk because that might. Like, I'm not talking about a horror game that's like super linear and it's easy. I'm talking about a game where you have to actually use your brain still.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Evil Within, is that what you're heading towards?
I was thinking Evil Within. I was thinking maybe since the sequel's coming out, you should check out the first one.
It's true. It's another Bethesda, right?
Yeah, they published it. Don't worry about who published it.
Well, it's because like Wolfenstein is also exactly. It's not developed by the same people. It's developed by Shinji Mikami,
who did Vanquish and Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 4.
Wait. Evil Within?
Yeah.
Oh,
The original
interesting.
Evil Within. The director of that game is Shinji Mikami. He's a legend. It's
Are you suggesting for me to do that?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Can you?
At some point, I'll look up some trailers. All right, I'll do that for you, and then I'll see about grabbing it.
You don't seem very stoked.
I don't want to give a different answer for right now, for sure.
You seem kind of apprehensive.
Yes, I am. I cannot do horror too much, but I'm down for a bit.
Either that,
kind of.
Or you could finish Nier.
Oh, jeez. Could. Not within this week, though. I don't think. Oh God. I don't know. I think we should go at our own pace right now. Because I picked up Guild Wars 2 and I want to mess with that for a bit.
Okay.
And then.
Okay, Guild Wars 2, right?
Yeah.
Free game, right?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
And it's on PC only.
Yep.
And I don't know. Like, you can just get the whole game, right?
Yeah. Well, obviously not the DLC stuff. You do have to pay for that.
How important is that stuff?
The DLC?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's too important, and for somewhat end game stuff, I think it might be, but I'm not really sure because there's a sort of a main story that you have to do after your story, and I haven't done that yet, so I'm not too sure.
All right.
But I saw Griffins though, dude, and I really want to ride one of those fuckers because I saw some videos on it, and it looks really fun.
All right. I do want to check that game out. Maybe I'll play that this week.
Oh, interesting.
I'll see if my computer can run it.
Let me know. I'll make another character because I've been waiting for someone else to play with.
Is this a hotbar?
Kind of.
Is this a hotbar MMO? Like, WoW?
Nope. Well, it's very simple. It's very simple. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you have 5 other buttons, and that's pretty much it.
So it is like hotbar though.
Yes, but not as much as World of Warcraft. So
okay,
definitely not as much. It's much it's simplified. Combat is a lot.
All right.
More impactful. I don't know.
I'm interested in looking into it.
Cool. Let me know, and I'll look up Evil Within.
Yeah, we'll either be playing Evil Within or Guild Wars 2.
Oh, okay. I see. Oh, I see. Okay. So goodbye then. A podcast.
Well, I mean, I don't know. What else do you have to? Do you have
no, I
else?
didn't. I didn't know we were doing this while we're podcasting. I didn't know we were doing a decision.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. We could talk about it afterwards.
I don't know. I thought we would close it and then we'll talk about it. And just leave it out in the open, because then people will know what we would play just by looking at the title, right?
That's true.
So thank you for listening to the Binch Bros podcast.
What happened here?
Dude, goodbye, everybody.
Okay, the last 10 minutes. What the